essentially. Okay. We're talking about a place where we have a knowledge ontology and layer, essentially, that allows for different levels of people to come and contribute. So I think some of the decision points we have to make are this. Uh, who gets to come in and edit and access? That's one question that we should write down, right? When people come and edit and access something like a wiki, what is their primary reference point for doing so? Who is qualifying them to do so? So, I think those questions need to be looked at and addressed. How is knowledge organized today? We think we just have text and video, but really, I mean, look at a Miro board. You look at a Miro board now, and you have the potential of creating multimedia coherent maps of information. So things like that and the technologies that we have today have changed beyond just video or text. We have other media platforms and systems, like something like an Uptime, as an example, right? If we have Uptime that's built and is doing an incredible job curating specific knowledge ontologies and hierarchies where you can click one thing and they have a good AI system that leads you into a pathway of learning, how do we integrate something like that into a manifesto? How do we integrate other technologies that are knowledge synthesizers into a framework rather than it being like this kind of linear thing? So curious about how we would go about doing or even approaching that type of design.
Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah. Just one thing, when I looked up the word manifesto, it is show by one's actions. So the thing that I really honor in this process is the process itself, is the way that we are going about it, and the way of leading this effort is the manifestation of the manifesto. And a couple things that are really meaningful to add to what I've heard so far. I want to jump on what Amadine says. It's going to be good news for her. And we really are a global planet. Right now, we're playing Peace on Earth by 2030 with the Marifat School in Kabul, Afghanistan. And not only that, I mean, such a great example of this high level of unification that is happening at this moment. We are all connected, and all the students in that school, but also Fumi John Stewart. This is just synergy in action, who runs May Peace Prevail on Earth. They have over 200,000 peace poles around the world, including in Kabul at the Marifat School. And the reason why I say this is because there's this notion of the adjacent possible, Ram, that's just outside of our first attention and our second attention, that is right here for us at this time. And I am confident that whatever the words are, whatever the rules are, and you're right, you need to set certain conditions. How are we going to keep everyone informed? How are we going to track accountabilities? How are we going to make decisions? But it's the process by which we go about that that's as important as the manifesto itself.
Exactly. And this is where